Maybe I'm mistaken. I'm sure, and obviously, there was an attempt to turn this into, something, another job or another career or whatever. But I feel like this was a little bit more of like a little passion project that Damon started out with. I forgot his fucking name for a second, but Jamie Hewlett. And I feel like there's now been like two times where it's more focused on the music than it has been the actual story. But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't think the coolest part of Gorillaz is the animation part of it, or these fictional characters representing the band. I think literally the music itself is, so it makes sense. And because without the music being badass, it kind of, I mean, it's not like I bet there has already been. I mean, there has to have been, fucking animated. I mean, you think about fucking Disney and shit, like the animated, singing characters. I mean, maybe not exactly as a band. Maybe that'd be the first. I don't fucking know. I don't believe that shit either. But it doesn't even matter. Once again, sorry to fucking talk about that so much. They started off. I mean, so it seems like. I mean, not literally. I think it's just by chance. I think like it just what he was influenced by, or maybe by what they were both influenced by. I don't know how much Jamie spitballed, like what he's like, man, I want it to sound like this a little bit. Or maybe he just focused all on the animation and the characters. I don't know. I'm sure they fucking probably, I'm sure they probably did both. They probably like, gave each other ideas, anyway. So, started off, when I originally talked about, like, I said, like, Latin vibes or whatever, but, like, I just said, like, I don't know what, another, I mean, I guess I could look it up, but like, it's definitely like generally Hispanic music, like music from fucking like South America, and then Spain, and then maybe there's a couple other ones like what fucking Ecuador. You got a little bit Caribbean area. I mean, now that I think about it though, like Hispanic, whatever, it kind of just sounds. I don't know. I don't know what the right way of saying something without being offensive, like and a pottery or a ceramics class, I wrote down Oriental and I wrote with a question mark. Is that even, is that offensive or is that acceptable nowadays? I mean, once again, I don't want to, and it's true. I don't want, I mean, at the same time though, I don't know. Anyway. But I looked up on Wikipedia, it said Latin influences. So Latin vibes is not fucking far off. So we're going to stick with Latin vibes, rock music, and electronic music, and then hip hop. That was like 4 giant influences smashed together. I mean, she could probably throw maybe some club music, some punk music in there and shit like that. Not so much club, but kind of. I'm sure I can name a couple, but that have that little bit of that. I don't know, Rock the House kind of. I don't know. Rock the House is more rock music, rock and kind of like rock and hip hop put together. So that's kind of, thinking about it. I mean, like once again, now I'm talking about just thinking about how it is a perfect, beautiful blending, a balance of hip hop and rock music. And then also, like I said, electronica or electronic music in general. Like I said, some punk elements, alternative rock, indie rock. But that's just how it started off, and it was kind of like even giving like Latin or Hispanic representation, world music, international. It was nice for that was nice. It's not, I mean, it's just like it kind of remind me of like the Beatles, how they had an Indian influence, and regardless of the whole like they kind of were played or whatever by blah 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 whatever. It's just like they believed it, and the music is fucking beautiful, man. So I don't know, I don't. I'm sure I can come up. We can talk about the Beatles another day. I'm sure I will. I already have. I will do it again. I will. Don't think I won't. Fuck. And I mean, talking about fucking Indian fucking influence and shit like that. The latest album is Indian influence, or not. Once again, not Native American or particular Inuit or indigenous. So I'm sure at some point, if not, it already hasn't. It might have already. I don't know. I have to look at their fucking catalog. But I mean, it's that if the story is it's a fictional band. If they don't always fucking like, I don't know. Once again, I haven't paid it. I'm sure if you pay attention, I'm sure it's all fucking there, both the story and the music. But I mean, I listened to the 2023. I don't remember what the fuck it was called, but I listened to that extensively during that time. It was like March 2023 or whatever. I cannot remember what the fuck it's called, and I think it might be Cracker Island. I know that's the title, or that's the first track. I just can't remember if it's called. I don't fucking remember. I don't fucking remember, dude. But that was the last album. I haven't listened to the Indian one, but there's just because there's just so much fucking music out there. Or the latest one. I also haven't, I didn't really particularly listen to the Humans one. At some point, it's just there's just a lot of music out there, I guess, and also like it's just what like in tune with what I'd like to listen to. Like right now, I actually, because I'm not familiar with I'm fucking stupid ass American, typical American like Joe and Timmy and Tommy and Smiths and fucking like typical names. So hold on. Though I'm just saying Smiths. Smiths are cool. They're not my they're not like a super like a band I rotate to too often, but they definitely got like Ask, and there's plenty of other ones. Like This Charming Man. That was like probably my intro to the Smiths. Anyway, it's not Smiths. It's Gorillaz. But I wanted to say I'm more in like right now like so there's Michael Kiwanuka, I think is his name. Yeah, Michael Kiwanuka, but also this other band, this other group. I don't know how. I think I was on like a Reddit or subreddit. Like I don't fucking know. Like underground, but I don't fucking know. Just randomly. But Kingangola Kenyatta. Sorry. Kingangola Kenyatta. Fucking beautiful album. I think it's actually just called Kenyatta. But yeah, I would say, if you need to start wherever with anything, I think it's Toko Lemba Te. Yeah. Toko Lemba Te. Yeah, man. And generally, I'll just say like, it's not necessarily a hit or miss per thing, but like, it's just like what I'm feeling at the time. Everyone's got that, you have a band, you have plenty of your favorite bands and they've put out something. It's just like some things you eat up right away and some things just like you got to process and take some time. I've listened to, I'm pretty sure every single Gorillaz album, and generally I've liked every single one of them. Like I said, Humans, it wasn't particularly like, but like at the same time though, it has its time and place, and even with like there's some like I would say like the Robert Smith track off of like I forgot what the fuck it's called. That was that's a kind of a weird ass like how they mixed or composed that song. I've listened to it. It's kind of it's weird, but like, and it's just like I don't know. Is there? Just because you don't like, if it doesn't like, someone else might fucking like really fucking like the latest album. Once again, it's giving Indian representation. Like, I think of like the I Show Speed when he went on that. Once again, I paid only attention to kind of like some clips on Reddit. Once again, I browse Reddit sometimes. I don't even have an account. I don't really like social media too much, but like I like to at least have some kind of contact or interaction with the outside world somehow, even if it's fucking like 60% bots or something like that, or AI accounts. But what the fuck was I saying? But no, with I Show Speed, he's on the African tour. He was just showing, this is what Africa is really like, and it's not how sometimes it's portrayed. And I guess just once again, like what Gorillaz are doing, just representation matters. Like things, people, communities, cultures, identities. Just like if it's just being, I don't know, it could be underutilized or represented, excluded, fucking deemed inhuman or lesser than, or just like given a bad image, or judging a book by its cover, and like the cover was made by people who don't live there. You know what I mean?